Look at these two charts. On the left, 90% of adults subjectively feel younger than their actual calendar age. But on the right, objective biological biomarkers reveal a starkly different reality. Roughly 67% of people are actually biologically older than their years. We are walking around with a hidden age gap, unaware of the toll social stress takes on ourselves. The primary driver of this accelerated aging is the physical condition of social isolation. Today, we are going deep inside the body to see how loneliness alters our DNA. More importantly, we'll look at the actionable steps we can take to use social connection as a literal cellular medicine to reverse the damage. This speedometer illustrates the biological cost of living alone. It triggers a 50% faster rate of physiological aging, making you on average 2.6 years older than your chronological age. Loneliness functions as a measurable physical risk factor, hiding in plain sight and actively speeding up the body's internal clock. To see exactly how isolation damages the body, we have to look down at our microscopic structural blueprint. Chronic social stress leaves physical marks, what scientists call epigenetic scars, directly on our DNA, altering how our genes are expressed. This diagram shows a chromosome, and those glowing tips are telomeres. They act like the protective caps on the ends of your shoelaces, keeping your genetic data intact and preventing it from fraying. Social isolation causes those telomeres to rapidly wear down. As those protective caps degrade, the cell loses its structural integrity, and the risk climbs steeply for age-related diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. The emotional pain of feeling cut off from a community translates directly into structural vulnerability deep within our genetic code. The damage goes beyond passive structural wear and tear. A lack of social connection also acts as an active destructive trigger inside the body. This schematic highlights a specific molecular switch known as NF-kappa B. When it rests in the off position, the body is stable. But this switch serves as a master control pathway for inflammation. The intense adversity of loneliness flips this switch on. Once activated, it initiates a silent fire of chronic inflammation, creating a destructive cascade linked to 66 different age-related diseases. Isolation acts as a match, lighting an inflammatory fire that drives disease across the entire body. Zooming out from the cellular level, we can see how this internal biological fire dictates our external daily habits. People experiencing social isolation are subtly nudged into a behavioral cascade. They tend to move less, suffer from poor sleep quality, and adopt habits like smoking. This chart breaks down the total aging effect of loneliness. Those everyday behavioral coping mechanisms account for over 1/3 of the total physical damage. These poor habits represent the direct biological tax exacted by social disconnection. Just as isolation speeds up decay, strong social connection has the power to actively reverse the biological clock. This biological timeline shows how strong social integration acts as a restorative shield. By staying actively connected to a community, a person becomes physiologically 1.6 years younger than their calendar age. Social bonds prevent the atrophy of our neural and physiological systems. In this way, connection functions as an essential biological nutrient that keeps our internal structures from wasting away. We should treat socialization with the same priority as a daily vitamin or a workout. Calling a friend, joining a community group, and building trust in your neighborhood, all of these are tangible preventative health measures. Our social networks are essential medical infrastructure for a long, healthy life. We've seen how loneliness physically ages ourselves, wears down our protective telomeres, and flips the body's inflammatory switch. But we also know that by prioritizing daily connection and community, we can reverse that cellular clock and protect our DNA. The prescription for a healthier society relies on the most potent medicine we have: